Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, as I feared. So, you see, when the differential was skipping in the gearbox operation, we have issues. So this is the differential, and this is the differential that was acting as fourth gear. Can you perhaps see the problem here with the teeth? These teeth are a little damaged. They are not straight anymore. That's what that happened before because of the skipping. And of course, once they are damaged, they will skip even more. So we're gonna change these two differentials. And before we do that, let's see this as well. So let's see the thickness of these two. Yeah, these are exactly the same thickness, so we can use this as a shim. Okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Okay, so this is now our new gear, and in the differential, this doesn't matter. So I'm going to use this. Okay. Well, let's see about this. I want to compare this to the Lego version. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we are going to put the shim in here like that. Like that. But there's a problem, of course. There is a problem. It is not gonna fit. That's the problem. Because this part here is too long, and the thing is not gonna fit. Or so we think. But it is gonna fit. Because we are going to rearrange this slightly. Hey James, welcome to the stream. So, we need room here. We need room here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a fiver in here and the long one in here. Now the question is, do I have a fiber? If not, we're gonna make one. I remember having the black fiber made. It is somewhere. Where did I use it? I did not use it in here. No. Did I use it here? No. It's not on the desk. Did I use it in the car? Not really. Not really. So it must still be on the desk. Yes, because I remember I saw it in the last stream. I even used it in the last stream, but then I decided not to use it. So it must be somewhere here. It's the black one that we made out of the... Oh, yeah, it's this one. Okay. So, let's see. The flaw in my logic. Obviously, there's a flaw in my logic. We need this here to be here, but it can't because we have the hose in the wrong place. Lovely. Lovely. What to do here? Let me think. What would be the solution? Yeah, not that. Not that. I mean, I'm tempted to use this here, but then I have the floppy problem. Because if I used it like this, I could use this here, but then I have the other problem. I have an axle hole here. And then the problem is fitting everything together. Unfortunate. I mean, then we're just gonna have just one chat open. I don't know. This is not okay either, because then we have no, wait. Sorry. If we have this here, Use this here, just so that this is aligned. And then we can use this here, here. Then we can have this here. But basically, we need this, this, and what is wrong with me? Yeah, this here, and then we have this here. Okay, and now we can have this here, like that, and obviously we'll have this here. Okay, so far so good. It is, the only problem is that we're gonna have the frames are gonna be attached just here, but maybe that's not really a problem. Maybe I'm just over dramatizing whatever. Yeah, so now we have our differential friend, which is here, like that, and we have this guy here sitting here. That is the idea. So you can see that now it has room to sit somewhere. I mean, ideally we could extend this to be on this side via this guy here. Yeah, so we can have at least on one side 2 mounting options, maybe. But let's stay symmetric. So now the nerd in me wants to secure this somehow, so that it wouldn't flop around and be properly secured to some, I don't know, to something. But I kind of think that's not going to happen, because we don't have any parts that would allow this to happen. Yeah, so I mean it's gonna stay like this. This part here needs to be this. It's this brick here. Okay. No. So that's the shim, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. No big deal. Okay. So we have a legal shim. Legal shim. Very good. Very good. If you hear stuff behind me, there's a football match going on. Damn it. Damn it. Alrighty. Alrighty. We are set here. Can you hear this? It's going a little bit rough, but I don't know why. It's not the differential from what I can see. Where is it? Is there a damaged gear? I wonder. Or is it just this here? No? Something's not okay. I cannot... What? Why here? Why here? What the fuck? There's... No, why would... Oh. Right. I missed that. And it is actually true. Yeah. It is actually true. That's the rubbing, exactly. It's rubbing on the 10 gear. Holy fuck. It's rubbing on the 10 gear. Can I get a break, please? Yeah, it's rubbing on the fucking 10 gear. That's the problem. Oh. God damn it. I don't know how to fix that. Honestly, I have no idea how to fix this. I mean, we have one problem and then, like, immediately we get another one. And the thing is that under load, this is probably not gonna happen. But still, it's fucking annoying. It should be smooth, but this is basically it's siphoning power away because it's not smooth, especially in the fourth gear. I mean, the Lego straight cut gear would solve it. It would give us the room to not have it rub, but Kara doesn't have that gear. That's the problem. So with the Lego gear, we could solve it. But we do need the shim. If we don't have the shim, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we cannot win either way. We are damned if we do and damned if we don't. Okay. So. Right. Right. Okay, this needs to be optimized a little bit. This is not optimal. Not optimal at all. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do on this side as well. That's the best way. You know, I don't want any stress during installation, so we're gonna optimize this a little bit for comfort. Yeah, that's a stupid idea. There's a good reason for this, because the differential, so the axle of the differential, actually has slack. So the differential before this guy here had slack. These guys do not. There is absolutely no way and no room to have a shim of any kind here. That's the problem. Unless we redesign this and offset this gear here by half a stud. But then we have the problem that it's gonna be engaging this guy here by only half a stud, which is dangerous. You know. We are using the differentials because of the gear and the clutch. So that we have the gear and the clutch. Ideally, of course, we would use this here, and this and this. Ideally, you know. But these gears are homemade. They do not exist. Neither Kata nor Lego do have them. So, yeah. I mean, I don't like it, but that's how it is. So we have to use the differentials, which don't make our life easy, but it is what it is. No, I can't. I cannot make the red gear face the other direction. That is not an option. Oh. You can see how when I apply pressure, you can see how you can see how the clutch gear here is being pushed out of the differential, which is interesting because this is the only gear that where this happens. The only gear where this happens, and I don't know why. On all the other gears, when you apply pressure to the differential, so basically apply load to the system, this doesn't happen. Only here. I don't know why. Let's say we engaged, I don't know, first gear that we can see here, and I'll apply the load on the differential. Doesn't happen. Only on fourth gear. Yeah, okay. Now this went out of gear, but that's okay. Yeah, so do I, Sam. So do I. So do I. And this here I would like to go in a little bit more, but it can't because of this part here. So we need to redesign this. But okay, small stuff. What to do here? So basically, this happens. Could we make the whole system here stronger so that this would have a more difficult time disengaging under load? I don't know. I mean, the system here does not really have slack. But yeah, I can see where the flex is coming. So the flex is here. This is being pushed since the forces are so great. This is being pushed a little bit in, if you can see it. Clutch spacers. You mean the yellow clutch spacer that we use here. I don't know how, to be honest. I don't know how. I mean, the placement of everything here is theoretically as optimal as is possible. As optimal as is possible. Yeah, what would we do that this would not happen? I mean, obviously, the solution is to find a better mounting point for this here. Not the simple system that we have here. Something more complex. I mean, obviously, I see an option here to do this. There is absolutely an option here to do this. It would require us to move the lift arms that are here by one stud further to the back, which is possible because we do have the room, and then we would use these here on the inside, of course, not on the outside. These here to basically suspend this here, and that would give us less flex. Yeah, that would give us less flex, but it would make everything more difficult to mount, I guess. Not, not excessively difficult, but just a little bit more inconvenient. So, let's do this. It's, not that hard. And I really want to see what happens here. You don't have to be too aggressive on the disassembly, of course, luckily. Side by side. No, that's not really the case. The gray clutch is being pushed as far as it's, well, permitted by the circumstances. Geometry-wise, it's perfect. Okay, so before we change the other side, let's see if this had any effect. So we pushed this part further back, so we could install the L lift arm. And now let's see if there's an effect. Some small effect could perhaps be felt. Yeah, maybe if I push this back in, it'd be better. I mean, look at this. I can still, if I wanted to, I can basically push it out of gear. And this is, holy shit. Yeah. Interesting. What to do here? I mean, the only other thing that's happening here is, if you can see it. So basically, we have an axle here. We have an axle in here, and that axle is actually bending, and that's the problem. 3 with stop for a black axle pin. 3 with stop. That's not gonna help. Not really. Not really. It's only gonna complicate the stuff, because the thing is, we need axles here so that everything can run smoothly. If there's not axles here, then we have everything here well, running on friction stuff, which is not okay. So, what is Ben proposing? What? I understand it this far, but then I don't understand it anymore. Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't understand it. You have to explain it to me. It looks just more complicated and looks like it adds more friction. That's not really good. It looks like a standard Lego gearbox, which I absolutely don't like. Maybe, but I don't understand how it works. If I don't understand how it works, you know, and I'm certainly not gonna get an understanding midstream. I don't think so. I need to build it, and then understand it. I mean, we can't build it now, of course. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Do I even have the gears for it? I don't have the gears for it. So no, it cannot be a normal 28 tooth gear. The gear has to have a hole through it. Why did I not order more blue clutch gears? Of course, I mean, the way I see it, you are making a reverse gear. So, yeah. Yeah, of course it does. How would I fix this position? There. Okay. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. This is actually better than expected. So, this little fix here did a lot. And in combination with this here and the shim, we have a winner. And, the other thing is we changed the differential. So, our initial fuck up where we allowed this to skip and it destroyed the teeth, all of this in combination is resulting in this. So this is working. I am absolutely not happy with the teeth here. But to be honest, I can live with this. I can live with this. It's not ideal. Maybe the Kada gear here has the edges a bit more rounded, just like this here. So wait, this is the Lego one. Yeah, this is the Lego. Let's compare. Yeah, I mean, if the Kada 20 tooth gear is about the same quality as this here, These should not drop. These should not drop. Could be, but it's not the friction pins that are the problem. This here, everything here works fine. More square to the thing. I mean, I'm comparing, I'm comparing to the differential here. I'm comparing the differential of Lego to Kada. I don't know if you can see it. Comparison. So this differential is from Lego. The other one is from Kada. Probably not possible to see here on camera. I mean, the difference is minimal. Okay, so if the buggy has these gears like Lego, then there's no problem. Then I just need to get those new gears, and the problem is gonna solve itself, basically. And we can use our gearbox as is. Yeah. Bottom is color. Let's see. Yeah, I see it, but yeah. But if Kada also has the new gears that are basically like this, just 22, then this would be fine. Then these would not drop. Yeah. So with this, I will call the gearbox done, I guess. There's really not much else that we can do here, to be perfectly honest. We have done everything we can. The gearbox is as perfect as I can make it. There is no excess material. There's no skipping of the gears, except this, of course. But this, once you change the gear here, it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Okay. And this gearbox here, I don't know if someone has pictures of what we had before. This is a lot slimmer and lighter than we had before. Before we had a bulk of material here. The only thing that's missing here is just the engine, and the engine is really just a small thing on top of this, like that. So we had a bunch of stuff here that we don't anymore, yet it's stronger. And this part here in the front, so the shifting stuff, is also, to be honest, it's smaller and lighter. So it's a huge improvement. Right, now we have to see why the limiter here does not work. And for this, we have to disassemble all of this. Or maybe just not. Could we not? What's the difference? What's the whole up here? So, I mean, the problem is I cannot even see inside here, and I don't remember how I built it. So it cannot go in this direction. So yeah. Yeah, we have to get this out. 2 Liter, well, you are watching one of the videos. You are being part of it. This is how I make my videos. Ain't nobody got time for making videos, to be honest. This is the new thing. This is how we do it now. Yeah, everything needs to go out. Everything needs to come out. Yeah, sadly only streams. What can I do? I'm just a human. I don't have the equipment really to make videos. You know. What? Where did this come from? It was in here. I don't know. Okay. Now, how does this come apart? Okay. 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 Theoretically, only theoretically, this is coming out. Okay. Now let's see. Where did I fuck up? we are engaging. Okay, we are engaging this direction, and then it can go in the other direction as well, because there's no stopper. I mean, theoretically this is a stopper, but theoretically. So we want it to go like this, stop, so that we're not able to overturn it. So we need it to stop here, and then when it goes the other direction, we need it to stop here. No matter what we do to the key, it needs to stop here, and if we turn more, it must not turn with everything. So theoretically, I built a stop in here that is basically sitting here, but it's obviously not enough. It's allowing this to happen. And I cannot put anything in here because of the gear. Because of the fucking gear. Now, ideally, I would have something like this here. You know, something like this. This would effectively stop it. No problem. The problem is, I have this here, which prevents me from having it here. See, there is that black part here, but apparently it is not really doing its job, because this can be pushed out. In an ideal world where this would not be able to be pushed out, this would be okay, but we can push this out. So this is completely useless. So we need something square that would go in here. So perhaps if we change this here and had, I don't know, maybe this here, and then on this here, wait, we have this here, and then had something like this, and this here, this would then be in here, but this would be just to stabilize it. You know, this would basically not allow this to overturn, because now it's catching in here, so it cannot overturn. Yeah, that would be a possibility. Ah, now I know where this was. The part fell off. Part that fell off was in here. That. Okay, let's test it. So, okay, we cannot overturn it. I don't want this to happen, but in this direction it's perfectly fine. What happens here? I can turn it further, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Now it has only this movement, and I cannot accidentally turn it in the other direction, so it would, you know, continue creeping back. Right. So this is fixed. Let's install it back into the car. I forgot something, right? Just when it's in. Got this. Okay. Let's see. Yep. That feels right. Okay. Installed. Nice. Very good. This is this side. Yeah. You know what my biggest concern is right now? I saw the weather report, and on Friday they are saying we're gonna have 37 degrees. Holy shit! And this here is a attic, so it's gonna be fun, super fun. Okay. Um, this is not from here. Okay. What? Oh. Something's wrong. That's not kosher. What the fuck? Where did I fuck up? Oh, here. Here. Ah, not so. You know. Okay. So we have Gearbox. Gearbox is solved. Ish. Steering is solved. This is solved. Rear suspension. Oh god. Wow. It's rock hard, but yeah. We'll see about that. Excuse me. Now we need to do the steering rack in the cabin. So we have precious little space to work with here. So this is the maximum elevation that we can have for the steering rack. It's probably going to be somewhere here. It's going to clear all of this, but barely. It has to be higher. Oh yeah, by the way, we are missing the wheel, don't we? Yeah. I have not found it. This one will have to do. I think somewhere here. I think. I actually forgot where it needs to be. But, you know, it cannot be anywhere else than here. Because every other aspect is taken. I think here, yeah. Which is ish correct. Yeah, it should be higher. Higher and you know, basically it should be like this. Like this, but 2 steps higher. Now we are left with this here. Basically. Because otherwise it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, this is gonna have to be what we are gonna end up. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit drowsy today. I was thinking how to attach it. So we can perhaps have a something running from down below up here to meet this here, and then a diagonal to here. Not ideal, I know. Not ideal. I mean, maybe the longer one. I'm gonna take this one because it's more visible, I guess. If we use this here, ish. It's slow. That's right. That's way too low. To go like this. Or maybe that's just right. Maybe that's just right. Okay. Okay. Let's assume that this is something that we can work with. Now let's find the diagonal. It can be, I don't know, somewhere. Something like this. I mean, this is almost making contact. No, I mean, it is making contact. It is making contact. And the steering wheel is pretty damn low, but that's what it is. It's also, I think, it's also too far behind. It needs to be more to the front. But there's not much that we can do. One stud, yes. More, no. under extreme circumstances, if this is not correct, we could do this. This is, yeah, perhaps. So we brought it one step closer. Didn't change much, of course. This here, this part, this is still rubbing against this here, which is not okay. And the steering wheel is still too low. Hmm. I mean, perhaps we could push the joint out by one stud. No, this would create more problems. The only other way would be to redesign this part here. All very lovely options. Very lovely options. Yeah. Come on. Don't do this to me. Yeah, is the room for this, for another one on the other side? Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You know, I want to keep the area here above the steering wheel flat for the dashboard stuff. I don't want to, you know, make a huge bulk here. That's what I'm contemplating right now. How to make this as simple as possible. Because it does not have to be super strong or whatever. Just has to be there. Hmm. I'm intentionally using here light bluish gray stuff so that it's visible. Come on, half a stud, really. Five and a half and 2 is too long. Yeah. Why are you doing this to me? And now, of course, if I don't want to this to wrap here, it's half a stud and half a stud. So half a stud down, half a stud out, and half a stud to the side. So half a stud, half a stud, half a stud. My favorite measurement. So if we take it out here. Maybe there's a chance for a win here. Okay. Okay. One stud, one stud, one stud. Ish. This. I mean, this is as good as. What the fuck? Spider. Ah, a spider has apparently made a web on my head. No. This is as good of a position for our steering wheel as we can get. I mean, this fucking sucks. This is so flimsy, but there's just no room. There's no room to make it better. And now we need basically a support down there. I don't know. Something coming from below. This. Here. Here. Exactly here. Forgot to see how long it has to be. 2 studs less than this, so this is a 11. It has to be a 9er. Okay, and here we need this. This and this. I don't know. Best I can do, I guess. But of course, I forgot to put this in. Okay. All right. Four. The rear is heavy. Rear is heavy. This is working. This is also working. Now, what we need to do now is servo for the gearbox. Now that everything is so far, we need to think about making the servo for the gearbox. Everything here is going smooth enough that we are ready to make a linkage that goes somewhere to here. I guess we could have the servo here. this, or in any direction we choose to. Here, or we can have even we have 2 slots room here if we do it like this. Yeah, but a a system that turns 90 degrees in here into not quite 45 degrees here. I think it's more like 40-ish. If we don't want to strain the servo, of course. If we don't give a shit about the servo, it can be 1-to-1. It's just not gonna go full 90 degrees, but it's gonna be fine. But I think we should do the proper thing. Otherwise, it's gonna get burned out, and that's not really what we want. Yeah, my mind is blank. At the same time, of course, I would like it to be the same way as we have with other stuff, so we can connect and disconnect it. Or if we had it the same way we have the headlight, so that we would have the servo. This would be the servo, and this would be the lever. So then we would need, I don't know, maybe 2 clutches. I don't know how strong this would need to be and how accurate it would be, because this is allowed to skip. We can test it. There is just no room for the gears here because of the floorboards. Not in this configuration anyway. The gears would be, yeah, somewhere here. God damn it. Why does this all have to be so complicated? Hey Tim. Camera doesn't want to focus again. Please focus. Focus. Hello. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, we have postponed this mechanism long enough. Now we need to do it. I mean, not today, because my mind is blank. But we need to think about how to do this. Either the servo can be here and actuating stuff in this direction. It can be mounted here. There's room for it. Or here. The question just is, how are we gonna actuate this? So every move of the servo is 1 stroke of this. I don't know at the moment. But since we're gonna have the seat here, it can be here and the mechanism on the side of the seat. But how exactly? I, I don't know. It has to be in a manner that people don't have to adjust. You just build it, and it's done. Like every other mechanism here in the gearbox, except of course this alignment. But this is easy to we make everything as easy to align as possible, and the instructions will make it, you know, um, in a way that you cannot fuck up. But yeah, our beloved gearbox. I don't know. I'll make pictures of it, and if you have any suggestions, do write them in the Discord. I sincerely hope that Friday we can have a stream. If it's gonna be really as hot as they say, we'll see. Um, I hope not. It's supposedly gonna be 8 degrees hotter than it is today, which doesn't sound a lot, but if you jump from 29 to 37, yeah, and probably humidity is gonna rise as well. So I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I see you hopefully on Friday.